between the Indianapolis Colts and the Chicago Bears. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And his first pass is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Bears, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
To throw again is Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ball game, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Man, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 31, Wilson.
They'll check this down to Roundtree.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing.
first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow the touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Touchdown! Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. The Bears at 9-3 here on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
York able to send this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. Being chased out left. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That's where having a mobile quarterback really pays dividends, because that old school stand in the pocket, make your throw guy, he doesn't make that play.
In addition to the mobility, how about his eyes? Just kept them downfield, locked on the target, created a big play out of it.
Didn't matter the chaos around him. He still found his guy.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. After one, 17-7 is our score. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They go play action with Wilson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Wilson. It's caught by OBJ. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. J.K. Dobbins, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are back within a score. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Fields this way up at the 17. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Play action. It's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jordan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Throwing is Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance to win this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
From the 35 on second down, Willis. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
They go play action with Willis.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Malik Willis
keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They go play action now. Wilson looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Coup for the extra point.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Gotw to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
Flushed out right. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How could I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career now as memorable as John Elway's, and that's a pretty significant accomplishment.
Man, what an accomplishment it is. Congratulations. And he's still doing it. Still doing it at a high level. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Wilson's throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now Wilson on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gotw, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Taken in at the 3. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Play action. Here's Willis. And apparently not liking what was taking place, so he'll just tuck it and take the sack. So backed up closer to the danger zone here from the 2. This is second and long. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Let's go now.
This time Willis will throw it. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
A chance for Waddle on the return.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return.
And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Play action. Now Wilson. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Willis drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, it's Willis.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Willis now off of play action.
He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far,
and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. 55 yards.
And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Shoves him aside. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Right back to Dobbins on first. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Indianapolis. J.K. Dobbins with his third touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gotw, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gotw to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Willis. This is caught by Williams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Now this time, Willis throwing it.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Buying time to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick. And the Colts are right back in this football game.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
From the 25 on second down, Wilson, he'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
22 yards there, a first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson to the right side. It's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, sometimes, Brent, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Odell Beckham, 36 yards.
And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. On second and inches, Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
Now, I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all three timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is indeed good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Colts, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose.